Hi friends! So excited to be here and give you guys a message after some time. So today's topic, it's going to be over what is coming your way, what you should be expecting here very soon. So just the overall general message that I received for all three piles was big blessings. So really excited for you guys to receive these messages. Now, for pile number one, I have this a squishy strawberry here. So cool. Then for pile number two, I have a squishy teddy bear. I wish you guys could feel these because they're so soft. Then for pile number three, sorry, I think he might fall down. Pile number three, I have a golden chest. Really cool. Really cool. So these are my son's toys. I thought it would be fun to bring them out. So anyways, all right. Well, can't wait for you guys to receive these messages. If any of these messages connect with you, let me know in the comments. All right, friends. See you later. Bye. Hi, my friends. So, just to go over today's reading and what the topic is, it's what you should be expecting or what is gonna come your way. And just for pile number one, I am seeing what's coming your way is a very difficult decision. And it starts here with the High Priestess in its reversal. It's as though you know that you have this inner voice, this inner power, this intuitive side of you. And I'm getting the sense that you're very spiritual. You're, maybe you even dabble in the tarot. Maybe you are a very psychic person, but you're denying that gift right now from what I'm seeing. The universe has been giving you all the signs that you need to go towards this this new route that's been kind of carved in for you, but we can kind of go into that later because I am seeing that over here. But right now, in the past, or at least what you're experiencing right now, because I know it's in the past position, it still feels like it's very much a current energy. So that kind of tells me that maybe you have been experiencing this for a little while now. So yes, it's in the past, but you have been dealing with it for a little while. And you are taking the steps to kind of grow deeper into your craft, your intuition, maybe this spiritual route to go be a tarot reader yourself, or maybe just kind of bring more of that spiritual insight that lives within you and kind of bring it forward. You've been a little hesitant to do that, but you know that this is something that's really beautiful, and it should be kind of brought out, and you know that people would actually admire you for it, because I have the Knight of Wands, and it's somebody that has like a lot of like self-assurance. They know who they are. They're very sensual. They're very they know their power. So you know it, but yet you're holding back. And I'm seeing here with the Knight of Wands, you're kind of looking at the Lovers in its reversal. So the Lovers, you know, for me, yes, it's about divine love, and it's about, you know, some people who go through these relationships where they're being mirrored back at each other. But in this case, I'm getting a strong sense that it's about a difficult decision that you're really avoiding. And that difficult decision is really owning that you have this spirituality. And I'm getting the sense that you are really going towards that route in your life, and you're resisting it. But it's a strong desire within your heart. But something's blocking that, and I don't know what that is, but we can kind of get into that. But I am seeing it's polarizing energies here. You're really like having a really hard time making this decision because you have clarity. You've been kind of getting that clarity from maybe synchronicities, all of these signs from the universe, but something about these desires are actually like you're fighting with yourself. I don't know if you see this, but there's two birds and they're fighting in the air. And when I think of air, I think of thoughts. I know that this is the wands, but when I think of air, I think of thoughts. So you're actually fighting with yourself. Your mental thoughts are fighting each other. But it's kind of funny because we have the moon in its reversal on what's crowning you. And the moon in its reversal is about clarity. So you've been getting all of these signs from the universe that this is the route that you're going, but there's something in here that is really holding you back. You're really fighting with yourself of like, should I move forward? Do I need to make a decision? What is that decision? And I'm seeing that you are happy. You are finding a new profound insight of what your happiness entails, and yet you're not meaning its fullest potential, because I have the Sun card in its reversal as well. You not like this energy of, you know who you are spiritually. You have found a new insight of where you stand in your ideology. You now know where you stand in your spirituality. You are a very spiritual person. You are very intuitive, almost psychic. You have all of the tools. The universe has been nudging you into this direction, and you know what I'm seeing is like, you know what your happiness is. Like you have an idea of what would bring you happiness, but the reversal is telling me that you are restricting yourself from achieving that happiness. And what your spirit guides want to let you know is that you've done so much good in the world. Karmically, you are doing so good. You have helped out people wherever you can, and not just like in the sense that you're helping people physically, but mentally you are helping people kind of guide them through their own lives. And your spirit guides are watching you. They're by your side, literally right behind you, seeing all of this. And the universe is trying to nudge you in the right direction. And part of me thinks that this decision is going to happen no matter what. Like whatever you're faced with, whatever is coming to your mind of like, yes, I've been wanting to do this, but I'm really restricted by this. The universe is going to make it happen regardless. That's what I'm getting here with the Wheel of Fortune in its upright position. But another message that's coming through is that you have had support by a lot of spirit guides. They are by your side the entire way. They've been seeing the work that you've been doing this entire time. Now, I'm seeing that you have a really deep fear that you're doing the world injustice by not making this decision. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're feeling like the world is not cut out to help you in this manner. Like it's not balanced. Maybe that's what's coming here with the Justice card in its reversal of like your fears. Maybe you have had some injustice done to you that's kind of keeping you away from making a choice, or keeping you from your true self and your happiness. That could be a deep-seated fear of yours that you might need to work on. Or I'm getting a sense that your spirit guides want to tell you that you're not doing yourself justice by not going forward. You're delaying the process. And I see here at the bottom of the deck we have the Fool card. But I think what's interesting about this tarot deck, this is the I'm so sorry. I'm blanking on the name of the tarot. I think it's the Uncommon Tarot by Shanine Miro. I cannot remember. I'm so sorry. I'll link it into the description. But what I love about this is there's some imagery here. And the Fool, you see how she's looking down at the cliff, and usually in the traditional tarot, there's the gentleman who has like all of the little things that he has in his bag, and he has his dog of protection. But in this imagery, she's actually looking down at the cliff, where the traditional tarot, he's looking up and he doesn't even care that there's a cliff around. But you know that you need to jump, but you're resisting it. And even your own intuition here, because I see the black cat, it's like you have the intuition, but you're even blocking your own intuition. That's what I'm getting out of this. It's very interesting. And here I got the Cosmic Oracle deck, and I've got a new chapter. So what you should be expecting is a new chapter. But the thing about this card is, in the book, it's specifically called out that you have a new chapter emerging, but you are resisting the change. You're not taking that leap of faith to go towards it. Now, I'm going to take this imagery as a sign of like, once you do, you will shoot out like a rocket with full light, and it's just going to take a matter of you taking a leap of faith to go towards this. And you know that you are a goddess. You have like a very special gift about you. It says here, goddess, light attribute, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So like, you're finding yourself through all of this in a very sensual way, and people are going to be drawn to that, but you're also very wise. It's like somebody like you who is very attractive and has a very beautiful way of speaking to spirituality is needed in the world. That's what I'm getting. You have a very unique way of expressing your wisdom through your femininity that is needed. And maybe that is tying back into where you feel like you're not doing the world justice. And honestly, this is the placement of fears. So if we really believe in our fears, they'll manifest. So if you really do believe in that heavily, it's possible that you might do the world injustice by not going forward in that. Now, I don't feel like that's going to be the possibility because we do have the Knight of Cups here in the outcome position. And the Knight of Cups is somebody who he's going to be very successful. Yes, he's going to be young in his position, but he will be somebody that takes action, and he takes action with his emotions, and it's going to spark something that is very young and full of energy. So you will kind of push towards this at some point, but I need to understand how you're going to push towards that. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Let's go ahead and see what is going to push you to make a decision. Let's go ahead and find that out. Spirit, can I have a card to kind of understand how to push past this block, how to make a decision? What do they need to make a decision? Spirit, can I please have a card? Clarification card. Spirit, can I please have a clarification card? What do they need to go forward? What do they need to know to go forward? Spirit. Spirit, can you please give me a card? Let's do this one. Okay, let's do this. That is so funny. That was the card. That's so funny. I have the Eight of Pentacles right here, and I don't know if you saw this a little bit earlier, but when I had the cards at the bottom of the deck with the Fool, right underneath that card was the Eight of Pentacles in its reversal. And I think it's so funny that I get it now. So that's definitely, you know what? It's like you're avoiding the work. That's what it is. Because I was avoiding getting to that card because I was like, ugh, I'm going to have to explain that card. But, you know, and I hate to be like that because I was like, I love to explain the cards, but I think it is kind of funny how I had that resistance to it. And maybe that's a sign that you're resisting this work. That's what it is. Like, you feel like you don't have the tools. You feel like your environment is not making it plausible for you to put in the adequate work. Yeah, that's what you're struggling with. Spirit, can I have another card? You're resisting that work. How can we kind of spark something in them to kind of push past that? How can we spark that in them, Spirit? What could spark them? Yeah. So I have the Ten of Pentacles here in its reversal too, but it makes me feel like I want to turn it around. So it's like, look around. Look around at your life right now. Is it exactly how you've envisioned it materialistically? Do you feel like your life right now with your job and your material world, is it meeting your standards right now? No, it's not. Is there generational wealth that you feel like you could pass down to those that you love? Ask yourself those questions. Materialistically, through your work, through your finances, do you feel like they're meeting your expectations? If the answer is no, then you need to work harder. That will probably push you a little bit harder to find this life that you've been wanting. And I'm getting the sense that you are wanting to have a job where you are more financially secure, you are your own boss, and you have that flexibility. That's what I'm getting out of this, but you're not wanting to work towards it. And I'm getting the sense that your spirituality could be turned into an actual financial career where you can kind of have that, where you can have, that financial security. Here, because I just have the High Priestess and I have the Knight of Wands here in the Moon card. Or maybe it's not spirituality, maybe that's my desires coming through, but maybe your own creativity. Maybe you will be an entrepreneur, maybe you will be an artist, maybe you are a musician. There are things in this with the Knight of Wands that you have been wanting to pull forward into your life, where you would have this flexibility of being your own boss, but you have been holding back and you have been resisting that change, and you're not doing yourself a justice by not going towards it. And you're really uncomfortable right now with your finances, and you know that you want something more, but yet you're resisting it because you feel like there is, you need to have security in knowing that there will be some fruits after pursuing your dreams. And I think Spirit is trying to tell you that we've been walking with you this entire time. You should have the faith, because we've been sending you all of the signs, and through having faith and through having that courage of going towards it kind of blind, you will see the true fruits of your labor, because it'll come in due time. That's what I'm getting out of this. Let's go ahead and pull another card. Give me 1 second. I will go grab another deck. I'm going to pull one more oracle card. Let's check this out. I have the Cosmic Journey Oracle card. Not to be confused with Cosmic Oracle. But let's go ahead and try to see what can we pull out of here. What is some more advice? What is some advice for them? For my pile number 1, Spirit. What is some advice? Galactic Grandmother. You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Interesting. Okay. I've not used these before. My grandmother. I saw grandmother. My own mother gifted me these oracle cards, so I am curious to see what this has to say. I've never used these before. So this one says 37, so let's pull this out. 37. You decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? Ring, ring. You have been left clues and signs for yourself to wake up, as wake-up calls for this lifetime. Knowing you will fall asleep to your true mission, these symbols appearing in books, movies, songs, colors, names, etc. are calling you. There's reasons you've been drawn to this cosmic journey right now, and drawing this card is the next jolt forward. Pay attention, pay attention. What is real? You can dream while fully awake, but we have to choose to wake up first. You're both the dreamer and the dreamed, ready to bring your dream to life. Oh, wow. So yeah, I'm really getting the sense that, I mean, the universe has been calling you. They've been saying, ring, 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 answer the call. Come on. Like, pick up. We have been calling you. This desire for you to be an artist, this desire for you to be, a musician. Hey, we've been telling you, wake up, and you are still trying to stay asleep. That's what it is. Let's see what else. So this one says 5. Let's look at what this says. Oh no, hold on. What is this? I feel like this is not. Oh, hold on. There's more to this. Galactic Grandmother. Mother Nature. Wisdom. The Galactic Grandmother is providing you her blessing of love and joy. She wants only the best for you, but she will smack you over the head and set you straight if you veered off. She is stern but a loving Baba. Your Galactic Grandmother isn't afraid to call you out on your BS. Grandmother is the essence of Pachamama, the earth, Mother Nature. Come sit by a bit of cake and tea. She's here to share with you in the timeless wisdom of stories, values, and guidance passed down from the ages. Okay, so what I'm getting out of this is, and I'm really taking this for face value, of like, you might have a grandmother spirit coming through who's been guiding you and helping you this entire time. That ring, ring, ring is from your grandmother, if that connects with you. Or you have a mother figure, however that resonates. There is an ancestor who is sending all of these calls to you of like, hey, we've been talking to you. You need to go forward. You know your desires. You have that clarity. The universe has been talking to you. You're refusing to go forward in this. Hey, come on, wake up. We've been telling you. And that's what you should be expecting of, like, you need to make a decision. You need to make a decision, because otherwise you're just delaying your blessings. You've been delaying all of this stuff that the universe has been trying to tell you. And this in itself is a sign, another sign to you. You should be expecting big change in your life, because you need to have that faith. You need to go forward. That change is going to be for the better for you, to have that ownership of your creativity. You know what you want to do, and yet you are resisting it. And I hope that this reading in itself was a wake-up call to you, and yet another sign for you to move forward in it. But I know that is a very difficult decision, but just know that you're supported by the universe. You've done a lot karmically, and only good can come from it, because you have the Wheel of Fortune in its upright position, which is clarification and confirmation for me that you will be supported. And you should expect the universe to take care of you back, because you've been taking care of so many other people. And it makes me want to cry, because it's like, you love so much for the world, and it's time for the world to love you back. and you just have to go in it kind of blindly. Don't be quite like the fool in this card where she's looking at the cliff and seeing how high it is. Just do it in the traditional sense of have that blind faith and know that there's this protection with your spirit guides nearby that will catch you when you fall. So it's really beautiful, but expect great big things when you make these ambitious changes. And know that you can make a decision. You can. This will definitely help you. And you definitely have the support that you need to make that decision. So really beautiful. Let me know if this resonated. Please leave me a comment. I love to know if this ever helps anybody. So yeah, give me a comment. Also, I am very active on TikTok, so go ahead, go to my TikTok and see if there's any messages there, or leave me a comment in the my comment sections about like a question, and I will try to do my best to kind of give you a free reading. So, all right, my friends, that was really insightful. And know again that your universe is taking care of you, and there's nothing for you to be afraid of. Just be afraid of how great you're gonna be. So all right, my friends, I love you guys. Bye. Hi, friends. So, just to go over the topic for today's reading, what I'm going to be going into is what you should be expecting or what's coming your way. And just to jump right into it, I'm seeing a lot of focus around healing. And I'm getting the sense that it's healing around your family dynamic. And how your family dynamic has really had an influence on your outlook on life. That's what I'm getting, because I have here the Lover's card, and the Lover's card in the signifier position, it's about choice for me. It's either about love, but it's also about difficult choices and being faced with that. And I'm seeing that you're wanting to be more loving and be like, have a more affectionate approach towards this decision, because in the past you have maybe had a more cold-hearted approach to this dynamic in the past. But now you're trying to, now there's been something that's been sparked in you to find true happiness. You're trying to see how you can heal. Okay, this is what I'm getting. You're wanting to heal yourself, but you know that the deep root of that is really facing your issues around your family dynamic. You probably were brought up in a family where they taught you a lot of unhealthy behaviors, or there was a lot of neglect, or there was probably some family abuse, and you're trying to take that more mature approach towards it and trying to go within yourself and heal that part of yourself. Because I'm seeing the Lover's card, it's in its upright position, and it's not in its reversal. So you're not avoiding this choice. You're actually trying to take it on and see it for face value. Actually, you're trying to face it. Yeah, I'm seeing this. I'm getting a real highlight on the faces. So it's telling me that you're actually trying to face this with a lot of love and compassion. And maybe there's been a lot of, like, I wonder if there's been a lot of TikToks or like YouTube videos popping up for you of saying, hey, if you've experienced this in your family, here's how it's affected you now in your adulthood. That's what I'm getting here with the Page of Swords, that you've been getting messages, either electronically or like you have gone through to a therapist, and you're getting these messages of like, yeah, you know what, my family dynamic, something has happened where like that their influence has really affected me in how I am today, and it's made me a little bit more harsh towards people that I love. It's made me critical. It's made me not be as loving towards people as I want to be. And it's a little spark that's been kind of ignited in you, like this interest of wanting to know more about yourself in an internal sense, that you want to get to the bottom of this, like psychologically. You want to understand how you can repair this. And the ultimate driver to that is because you want to have happiness. It's like, you know that that's not served you in your past. You know that there's much greater things in your life. There's happiness that awaits you. Yet you have this block of, yeah, I'm not my best self. I know that I could be better. I can have more emotional maturity towards situations, but yet I have not been able to achieve that. How do I do that? Okay, well, I'm making decisions, and I'm actually going to face this head on because you want to have happiness. That's what I'm seeing. And what's to come is you're going to, by taking that approach of like, I want to learn more about myself, I want to know more about my mind, it's going to allow you to have more compassion. This love that you've been holding back within yourself because you have these blocks, these unhealthy patterns that you've learned from your childhood upbringing, that's been blocked. And what's to come is this kind of release that you will have towards compassion. And I think it is interesting how you got this oracle card. It's the cosmic oracle card. In the compassion card came out in its reversal. So you are kind of going through this cycle where you're trying to turn this around and learn more compassion towards people. You are going to have more emotional intelligence to handle life in a new perspective. You're going to be able to forgive the people who have wronged you. That's what I'm getting out of this. You're going to have more bandwidth, more capacity in your heart to handle all of the stuff that you've experienced in your past. You're going to be more forgiving and be able, you know what, you're going to heal yourself. You're going to heal everything within yourself. Okay, maybe not everything. I mean, I wish that we could all heal every single thing in our life, but for you, you're going to take on a big ambitious goal of healing a big portion of your childhood. So right now though, like I'm seeing that you're kind of like struggling with yourself of like, do I even have the bandwidth to do this? Like, do I even have the capabilities of handling something of this subject? Like, it's so hard, right? Like, how do we heal ourselves? How do we make everything better for ourselves? How do we do that? You're questioning that. And you're kind of avoiding the work is what I'm seeing, or maybe your own work is not allowing you to have time, that free time to do that internal work, because I am seeing the Seven of Pentacles in its reversal. So maybe that is, if that connects with you, that you do have a lot of work on your plate right now, and so you feel like, okay, how am I ever going to be able to heal this part of my life right now while I have work? That could be one thing of it. Or for some of you, it's like, where do I start? I don't even know how to start. Interesting. Yeah, you're thinking to yourself, I don't have the skills. This is like imposter syndrome. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't have the skills. I don't know where to start. I don't even know where to begin here with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, it's like an imposter syndrome. Don't know what to do. Don't know where to start. This is what I'm getting. Like, you're not even sure where you need to go. Interesting. And the reason why, maybe I'm getting a strong sense that you have like a big family. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that you have like a big family. A very combative family. A very argumentative family. And maybe the thoughts, maybe you're thinking about what your family members are going to think of you whenever you go to them and tell them, like, hey, Mom, I feel like we weren't loved in these ways. And then you will have some pushback, either from you or from your siblings. That's going to be a fear of yours. That's why you feel this way. Oh, man. That's some heavy energy. Let's figure out... Let's go ahead and figure out what you can do to kind of remove that block. Let's go ahead and look into that. Like, how can you heal? How can you push back? Like, how can you push back on a combative family, Like, how can you do that? Let's figure this out. Let's take some archetype cards. Maybe this will help kind of give some clarity. Spirit, can I please have a card for my pile number 2s to figure out what they can do? God. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Using power to control others. So the light attribute. So the light attribute is really being highlighted for me. And it's interesting to me, again, that compassion came back up. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within you, yourself and others, God. So you are a very spiritually driven person. I mean, clearly, I mean, if you're here, everybody who is drawn to me into a reading, you know, you have that intuition within yourself. You do have this light within yourself that's been sparked. And I'm getting a strong sense that you have godliness within yourself, and knowing that you have that godliness should be enough confirmation for you to know that you would be supported, and that you have the right intentions behind this healing. So yes, there might be some backlash, but ultimately, like, when somebody has kind of a godly intention, there could be no harm to them. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like, it's, I don't know, maybe I'm not speaking to this in the best light, and maybe you do struggle with that. Maybe you do struggle with speaking with such confidence, but know that you have godly intentions, and the universe supports people like this. So maybe you will download the right words. Maybe you are a little worried that you're not gonna come off like your verbiage is not gonna be convicting enough to when you do approach them. But understand that you will get this download from God or from the Spirit to kind of convey the message that you've been wanting to, because your intentions are pure. That's what I'm getting out of that. And you got the pioneer here. It says passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So I'm getting the sense that if this is a big family situation, out of your family, you're the only one. Okay, maybe not the only one, but you're somebody in the family who is going to take this ambitious goal of trying to heal and break generational curses. That's what I'm getting. Not generational curses, but maybe generational trauma that's been passed down. Because, you know, you have a parent who has been affected by their parent, by neglect or by harsh criticism, and then, you know, then they have their own traumas that they're working through, and then that passes down to you, and so on and so forth, right? But you're actually being a pioneer in the sense that you are actually seeing where you need to fix yourself, fix the family, and actually, you know, break that generational trauma that keeps going on like a cycle. You're one of the only ones in the family who sees the need for this, and you're going to have to be a pioneer. And then through your own healing, through your convictions and confrontation, then your siblings or the people who are also in your family will be able to see, oh my gosh, they did this, they had compassion, they had healing from within. Maybe it is time for me to stand up for myself. And you will be that pioneer that kind of leads that. And ultimately, you are doing a generational cycle break. You're going to go past that. And you're going to actually be someone who is going to regain their power. Like, people are going to see you, or your siblings or your family. They're going to see you in your power, and they won't be able to touch you, because they'll know that you have emotional maturity, and that is not somebody to be messed with. I'm seeing just the electricity rising up, crowning her. you're going to gain that power. They cannot mess with you at that level. So let's go ahead and pull another oracle card. I want to see something, maybe some more advice. Let's go ahead and see what else there could be for you. So my own mother, speaking of generational cycles, my own mother, I think of her. I love her to pieces, but we have definitely had our own issues, but she has been so loving towards me, and gave me an oracle deck. It's called the Cosmic Journey Oracle, not to be confused with Cosmic Oracle. I'll link them in the comments, but she gave me these, and so I figured, you know what, why not use it for today's reading. So let's go ahead, let's see what kind of advice you can get out of here. And after I pull the card, I'm going to actually read from the book and see what it says. Let's see. Okay. Just pull. The hero of your cosmic journey. Interesting. So I see the sword here automatically. And the sword makes me think of like slicing. You know, again, yeah, see. I mean, I don't think that that's a coincidence. Like, you've been sparked with this idea of like, I want to cut things out of my life that are not healthy. That's what I'm getting. And like, there's a highlight here. There's a highlight at the top of the sword. And like, it is hard, right? You think of that story of the I keep forgetting the story, but it's like the kid who is trying to pull the sword out of a rock. So yeah, like this generational curse is this generational breaking of a generational cycle is really hard. But you're going to be the hero. Let's see. Let's find what it has to say here. Path of divine destiny, mystic story, grand adventure quest. You are the one you have been waiting for. You are the mythic story coming to life. This great adventure is exactly as you intended to fill your destiny of greatness. The legend of the hero is deep within our collective consciousness because that's our path to fulfilling our greatest purpose here. The hero is willing to go forth when they are uncertain of what's next. Yeah. They are driven by greater purpose and many times reluctant, drawn into adventure. But once on the path, moving forward, help comes through. New allies, guides, and even magical gifts awaiting discovery. Then there is a point of no return, a symbolic death of what was in order to continue evolving into what's next. Knowing their world will never be the same again. Then together with their friends, they must defeat the guardian of the threshold, the final test of their saga. And finally they return home with their greater powers bestowed upon them to share for the benefit of all. Pull the sword from the stone and let's begin the quest with the questions. So yeah, I'm like, you've been guided to start this healing in you and your family. You have been guided. That's what's to come. You are guided to start this healing journey. And not just for yourself, although it is going to be very beneficial for you. It's going to be beneficial for not just you, but for a family. And think of like healing between you and how that's going to affect you and your children if you plan on having children. Or not, if you don't resonate with that, but like think of if you're the pioneer and you healed, then other people will see the spark that you had within themselves and be inspired to do healing. And then from there, they and their children and their generations would also be healed or have less of this trauma and cycle that has to be broken, and you will be the pioneer of that. And I mean, yes, you can have a selfish approach, but ultimately, you being this pioneer, you being this hero, you're helping more people after you. It's going to be a trickle down effect in a very positive sense. So what's to come is you have a lot of healing to do, but you're going to grow in your power. You're going to grow in your self-defense. You are going to be able to lead a pack and show them what healthy communication is. And that's really good. You're going to find a lot of compassion with yourself, and ultimately with that, you're going to find more power within yourself. I can't help but see that this is very similar. You know, you have very similar imagery here happening. Very similar imagery. You are starting the journey. I mean, even this. It's all crowning the head. You have this new light. You have this spark within yourself, and you got to let it shine through. It's very clear that you're protected by spirit. You're getting a lot of spiritual downloads, and you have to move towards this healing, because you're going to be a pioneer and help out generations, not just for yourself, but generations after you. Wow, very beautiful. Such a big feat to go towards. And yeah, I'm getting another message of like, you feel like you've been given injustice through your life, but again, you have to really focus on this compassion part of it. You're gonna have to heal from it, and then you'll have compassion, and then you will experience great things after that, because you are very powerful. You're going to be very powerful, and you're actually doing the world justice by going forward and being this pioneer. Really beautiful. You know, keep your head up. I know that this stuff is really hard. It's a very ambitious goal, but you have everything within yourself to move forward and be this pioneer for your family and for generations to come. You've got a big position within your hands, and you've been gifted that because God and for spirit, they know that you could handle this. So really beautiful. I'm so glad that you joined me in today's reading. I really respect you for trying to go towards this goal. I really respect you. You're doing so good. I'm proud of you for even getting to this point. You know, it takes baby steps, but you got there, and now you're growing in your spirituality. And it's going to serve not just you, not your family, but generations to come. So yeah, really beautiful. All right, well, if this resonated, if it connected with you, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. All right, friends. Love you. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So, just to go over our topic again today, we're going to be going over what you should be expecting or what is going to be coming your way. And right now, what I'm seeing for you is something really beautiful. I mean, I'll get into it, but I'm seeing that you have worked really, 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 really hard on something. And this might only resonate or connect with a handful of you. But I'm seeing that there was some strong codependency on, to put it lightly, there's some kind of dependency on either alcohol or medications, self-medicating yourself in a way that you used these avenues or outlets to cope with things that you've dealt with. Now that might only resonate with a few of you, but there was definitely a codependency on something that was not serving you in your life, something that was not healthy for you. That's the overall message of you had a very difficult time in your life, a very heavy time, and I'm seeing that you're getting out of it. I'm seeing that you're getting out of it because you now have clarity, and this is not just regular clarity. You're having a very clear moment in your life where you're like, man, I wasn't doing too well. You're now having more perspective of what you were doing in your life and how it was hurting you. And now you have a clear mindset, because if you do connect with the idea of having a dependency on alcohol or drugs, if that resonates, we can always have very clouded views of how we are. And then once we kind of leave that in the past, then we have a very clear view and perspective on ourselves. And you've done that because you've done a lot of work. I'm getting the sense that maybe you have done self-help books. That's kind of something that's been pulled into my mind. Or you actually have been going to the gym, or you have been going to a library, and there's something that you're doing in your life that has kind of distracted you and taken you away from that. But it's not just like a distraction, like going to the beach and you're being distracted. No, you've actually been distracting yourself with some other work, be it going to the gym or maybe putting yourself more into a job. You are getting out of that. And if you don't resonate with the idea of having an addiction, you had some hindering beliefs on yourself. You thought so lowly of yourself in the past that you didn't think that you would amount up to anything, but you actually pushed past that and you had clarity. And what's to come is going to be very beautiful. You have a very beautiful, bright future ahead of you. You are putting in the work, and the universe is responding back to you in the most positive way, because I believe that manifestation is 50% work and 50% the universe. You can make those dreams in your head, and you can daydream all you want. You know, the universe can hear your daydreams. They know what you want, but you also have to put 50% of that action for them to put in the magic behind it, you know? So I'm seeing that you have been doing your 50%. You're going towards your manifestations, and the universe is saying, thank you. We have the momentum to create the life that you've always wanted. And I'm seeing that you no longer are battling your mind anymore. You probably had those limiting self-beliefs in the past, and you had that very combative mindset where you were fighting yourself, fighting your anxiety, and you broke past that. That is so admirable. It takes a lot of work to get past that. You did it. You are living in your truth now. You see clarity now. And what you should be expecting, well, you have the Eight of Pentacles here, and the Eight of Pentacles is in your current state. So this is where I see that you've done a lot of work. But in the future position is the Nine of Pentacles. So I like to see the 7, 8s, and 9 as a progression. The Seven of Pentacles, he's kind of questioning, like, is his work even worth it? Then he gets to the point where he gets to the Eight of Pentacles, and he's like, you know what? Yes, it is worth it. Let me actually have the tools to work on it. And he gets an apron, he gets a hammer, and now he's got a stool to actually make his 8th pentacle, and he's like laser focused on it. But then you graduate to the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is a moment where you can actually love yourself, love the stuff that you've manifested for yourself. You have material wealth, and now it's something to be enjoyed. So you are going to experience that. If you have not already experienced it, you will experience it very soon. So that's something that you should be expecting very, very soon. And there is some concerns here that I have for you. So take it however it resonates. See if this connects. But I do see that you might be in this state where you're a little afraid of falling back into the traps, or falling back into what used to be. You're looking back at your memories of those times where you weren't doing too well, and it scares you. Those memories, those recollections are scaring you. But understand that you made the right choice to lead your life in this way, and that there is love and spirit guides guiding you this entire way, and you've answered the call, and they've provided you protection during this time. They know that you've answered this call, and you've gotten to this point. There's no I'm hearing like they wouldn't waste that energy that you've put into this, so they're going to guide you and really protect you the entire way. So anytime you're feeling bad and you feel like you're gonna lose your footing, just know that they're protecting you the entire way. So they will guide you. Now, I'm sure that in your past you probably did interact with some people that were not the best for you. So I am picking up that there is somebody who is keeping tabs on you, but not in a good way. I feel like either they're jealous that they've been seeing you do really well. It's for some of you. There might be somebody in your life. He or she might be younger than you, or at least is very immature if they're not. And they are keeping tabs on you. Maybe they're questioning you a lot. They're asking you all of these questions of like, are you sure this is what you want? Are you sure you should be doing that? Why don't you come back over here? It's honestly insecurities on their end. They want people to be low vibrational, right? They want to feel comfortable with somebody who is low vibrational, but you're actually raising your vibration, and that's where the disconnect is between you and this person, and now it feels uncomfortable, and so they want to bring you back down. So that's a warning from spirit. They're trying to tell you, hey, there's somebody who's really messing with you or wants to mess with you. Beware of this person. So that's just my my call out for you. Take it however it resonates, but if they are trying to reach out to you, make you question yourself, I want you to know that it's coming from a place of insecurity, and it's not something for you to mess with, because you have done a lot of work and there's no need for you to throw that all away for somebody who is very low vibrational. Because once you hit that new vibration, you are on an astral plane, or like you are on a new vibrational plane that will bring in great abundance. And that's what I'm seeing here in your future. That's something that you should be expecting. So don't allow this one person to block that from you. It is actually best if you keep these types of people in the past. But you know, we all have free will, so do whatever you feel is best for yourself. But I am getting a strong warning from your spirit guides that there is somebody in your life that could potentially affect you, and they're telling you to not allow it to happen. And you do also have protection here, so even if you feel like this person might pose a threat, you are divinely protected. So there's no need to feel like it's a threat. This person is very young, very immature, and they don't really have great power if they're this person here that I'm seeing. So they might pose themselves as somebody that has great power over you, but just know, like, here what I'm seeing is no. They talk big words, but they're not really somebody to be threatened by. So just, there's my PSA announcement for this person. I'm going to move on because they don't deserve all that kind of energy, but just there's a big highlight on it. Now, what I'm seeing here is now you're going to be very fertile with ideas of what you want to do for your life going forward. Now you're going to have a very big shift. You're going to know that you are worth so much more, and you're going to actually have more money come into your life. And now with this new money, you're going to have ideas for like an enterprise. That's what I'm seeing here with the Empress and then the Three of Pentacles. Now, it could be that you might actually have some love coming through, because I did see the King of Cups come through. If that resonates, maybe you will attract a more stable people into your life that are more emotionally mature and emotionally intelligent. So that is something that's coming through. You might be experiencing love that comes through very quickly here with the King of Cups that I saw. And you're now this like healing, and now this new version of yourself is going to be irresistible for some people. They're gonna want to put a ring on it. That's what I'm getting, because you're gonna be irresistible. You're going to be very sensual. You're going to have this new light around you. You're gonna draw a lot of attention towards you. And I'm also picking up that I don't know. Again, I don't know, but I am getting a strong sense of pregnancy. So if you have desired to have children, it could be possible that you could be experiencing that in your near future, and you will be building a new life for yourself here with this King of Cups energy. There is a possibility that if you've been desiring a healthy relationship, if you've been desiring a family, it is a possibility with you because you've done all of this work and the universe is answering back to you for this hard work, that you will have a new life that you can prepare for. But if that's not something that you resonate with or connect with, it's possible that you will have now this new sense of yourself in a new light, and you will be fertile with ideas of how to make more financial stability, financial independence. You will be able to come up with an enterprise. You will find people in your life that you can collaborate with and create new blueprints of what of like a new business. That's another message that's coming through. But if that doesn't resonate, then somebody in your life is going to help you build a new life for you, because you have done a lot of work, and it's time for you to share that with somebody that's very healthy. And I'm getting a strong sense that you've let go of these limiting self-beliefs, and now you are going to be someone who is you're going to have so much value and insight and wisdom because of this experience that you've been through, that now people are going to be looking up to you. They're going to see you as someone they wish is like a mentor. That's what I'm getting. They're going to see you and be like, wow, did you see so and so, how they came from this to this? Now they are fantastic. They're doing so well for themselves. And you're going to shed a light on success and be able to, you're going to be approachable, and people are going to be like, hey, James, hey, Rebecca, what did you do? How did you get there? And you're going to have this wisdom, and you're going to tell them it was hard work. I stopped not believing in myself. I believed in myself. I wanted to move forward and push past that. And people are going to be so impressed. You are being used in this lifetime as a you're going to have a lesson to give to people. This karmic cycle is actually going to be a lesson for other people. You're going to be inspirational for other people. They're going to see that you went from ground zero to the 10th floor. You're actually being used as a lesson to other people, and you're essentially gonna be limitless. You see all of this light that's surrounding this woman here in her red cape of protection. Like, you're gonna be radiating it off of yourself here with the Empress and then the Limitless card. People are going to see, wow, they just made their life so amazing. And it's because you realized the sky's the limit. You should be expecting this new mindset to come forward, if you don't already have it, that your life is limitless. There is no ceiling. The sky's the limits, because you've been at ground zero. You've been at rock bottom, and you're seeing the universe answer back to you because of all of the hard work that you've put into your life. You are no longer chained by limiting self-beliefs. You are no longer chained by these addictive, codependent behaviors that you once used to have. And even if you fear that you will go back to it, you will have the protection of your angels they will help you through this, because that would be wasted energy on earth for you to not serve the world. That's really beautiful. So let me go ahead. My mother gave me a new oracle deck. So this one right here is the Cosmic Oracle, but then I also have the Cosmic Journey Oracle. So my mother gave me this, so I'm going to actually use it on you. So let's see what else comes out of here. Let's go ahead and see. Spirit, what other advice do you have? What other advice do you have? Spirit, what other advice do you have for our pile number 3s? Let's see, what else do you have? Your effortless effort is fully required. So that's interesting. I love that it says effort, and it's got a wallet. Interesting. So yeah, I'm curious to see what the book says, but I am seeing like you've put in effort, or you're going to be required to put in a lot more effort, and expect a lot more financial wealth to come forward. You should be expecting more financial stability. That's really exciting. Your effortless effort is fully required. Huh? It's a complex paradox, right? How can you provide your effortless effort? As you play with the cosmic concepts you encounter in this oracle, you'll start to develop a sense of when to push and when to just allow. There's a dance of action and surrendering, of doing and being. By putting your full heart and 100% effort into something, you actually win. Putting in the work, it's from the true place of meaning. It's itself your reward. It's only the attachment to results that create disappointment, frustration, depression, etc. Think about it. When you have expectations and they aren't met, you're upset, right? And if you're waiting on outside praise or recognition, you're always burdened to it. By having no attachment, you're free. Your full effortless effort is also required because we're all in this together. What is called for now is a solution for everyone, every sentiment being every stakeholder on the planet. So I'm getting that, you know what, go into it with no expectations. I mean, yes, it's kind of hard not to, but you already were at rock bottom at some point in your life. And if you remember that, you have to remember that anything from that point on is going to be good, right? So don't really have expectations. Just know that anything coming your way is good, and that should be enough for you. But I can't help but like ignore this wallet. Maybe I should just be taking it for face value that you should have more money in your wallet. Because I know I was talking about like don't put expectations, but it is kind of hard not to see that you should be running into some more money. But yeah, really beautiful reading. You've done a lot of work, and it's just a reflection of who you truly are, and the world is ready to see it, or the universe is ready for you to shine it through to other people. So expect to really, really shine bright in the future, and good luck is following you. Be careful of people that are not that don't have the best intentions, and know that you're protected this entire way. So yeah, that was really beautiful, pile number 3. I'm so excited for you. I know that only good things are going to be coming your way. And if this resonates or connects with you, please give me a like, leave me a follow. Leave me a comment or give me a follow for more content like this. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.